The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Dumps this one off to Algier. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First down, here's Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Daniels. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Second and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get... on the scramble, it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Dante Fowler. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And the pressure gets to him again. Daron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here?
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're select.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it, and in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Finding space at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Off play action. Daniels. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Robinson up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And the Commanders first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one deep for London. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And quickly they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here now a 3rd and 20.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Daniels. That is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 72 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Flush to his right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, London, right side. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action here on first down. Got him in right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
At the 6-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely forced a field goal attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, now the ball comes loose. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That one deep for London. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Commanders take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Off play action. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to it, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out. End zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
Let's go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Algier will get down close to the goal line. line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Algier from a yard out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Cousins will try and throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got this to Algier. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
steamer. Here we go. Bring the energy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Hey, can't.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain an 18-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. On the ball, on the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.